Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Bridget, and welcome to Preschool Storytime. Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about what's happening on this channel all week long. So on Tuesdays, we have Babies and Books. On Wednesdays, we have Stories for 2s and 3s. On Thursdays, you're with me at Preschool Storytime. And on Fridays, we have Family Storytime, all at 9:30 a.m. Now, I think I teased this a little bit, but we are having another story walk and we are very excited to put this on again. So story walk is when we take a picture book and we place it out in nature so you and your family can read it all together and learn a whole bunch about nature and bugs and animals and flowers and all that sort of thing. So it's happening in a couple weeks at Mary Roberts Reinhardt Nature Park. It will be from August 14th to the 16th and then again from the 21st to the 23rd. Now at Fern Hollow Nature Center and Audubon Greenway, it's going to be from August 10th till August 31st. And I'll put all that information at the end of the video so that you can read all about it and learn more. All right, my friends, I believe that's all my announcements. So let's warm those hands up to sing Hello Friends today. We'll sing it 3 times fast. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello. Let's warm those hands up to sing it a little bit faster. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. Can we go super duper fast? Oh, I don't know. Let's try it. Here we go. Warm those hands up. Oh, they're too warm this time. Let's cool them off with a big deep breath. Here we go. Okay, on the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. All right, well now that I have said hello to you and you have said hello to me, how about we get started with a story? Today we are reading Old Rock is Not Boring by Deb Paludi, and I would like to thank Penguin Random House for their permission to read it to you today. Old Rock had been sitting in the same place at the edge of a clearing in the middle of a pine forest for as long as anyone could remember, and even before that. Being a rock seems awfully boring, said Tall Pine. You sit in the same spot day after day, said Spotted Beetle. It's a very nice spot, said Old Rock. Don't you want to go anywhere? Asked Hummingbird. I've flown all over the world and sipped nectar from exotic plants. I would surely be bored if I could not fly. Oh, I flew once, said Old Rock. I didn't know rocks could fly. Gosh, said Tall Pine. How? Said Spotted Beetle. Rocks don't fly, said Hummingbird. Old Rock told them about the time in the beginning when darkness was all around. And then I erupted out of a volcano and soared through a fiery sky into the bright light of a new world. So it was just the one time, Hummingbird said. And now you're sitting here, said Tall Pine. Being bored, said Spotted Beetle. I'm not bored, said Old Rock. Don't you want to see more? Asked Spotted Beetle. If I climbed the tip-top branch of Tall Pine, I might see a deer mouse nibbling seeds in a nearby tree, or watch ships sailing across the big lake. Old Rock said, I've seen a lot. Old Rock told them about the time a group of friendly dinosaurs lumbered by, munching each and every leaf in sight. Then, many years later, a not-so-friendly dinosaur came looking for a meal. Grrr. He was looking for that dinosaur. I haven't seen her, he said. Thanks. Time passed, things changed, and the world chilled. which wasn't too bad because Old Rock took a ride in a glacier and toured the land. And who was there with him? Dinosaur bones, just like we see at the museum. Once the glacier melted, it left me perched at the top of a ridge. I could see the place where the sky touches the earth. My, you have seen a lot, said Spotted Beetle. How unusual, said Hummingbird. Yes, but that was ages ago, said Tall Pine. Aren't you bored now? Don't you want to move? My limbs flutter gently in the breeze and dance wildly when the wind blows. I've never danced, but I'm pretty good at doing somersaults, said Old Rock. Old Rock revealed that after teetering on the ridge for a while, the ground rumbled, and I tumbled and stumbled down, down, down into a valley. Grasses grew and mastodons roamed and lakes formed. Ugh, shouldn't you be roaming? I never knew a rock had moves like that, said Tall Pine. I wish I could have seen those things, said Spotted Beetle. What happened next? Asked Hummingbird. A pine forest sprouted up around me. One day, a strong breeze shook a pine cone loose, and from the pine cone, a seed fell on the forest floor. I watched that seedling grow to be a tall pine who dances in the wind and keeps me company. Sometimes a spotted beetle wanders along to report all that he sees. And every so often, the loveliest hummingbird stops to rest after a long flight, and she describes the amazing places she's visited. It is a very nice spot, said Old Rock. Yes, it is, agreed Tall Pine. Very nice, said Spotted Beetle. Not boring at all, said Hummingbird. And that's the end, but let's see just exactly how old Old Rock is. 1.8 billion years old. 1.8 billion years ago, Old Rock formed deep inside the earth. And then 300 million years ago, a volcano erupted and Old Rock blasted into the sky. 150 million years ago, Old Rock chatted with a friendly dinosaur. 66 million years ago, Old Rock met an angry, hungry T-Rex. 2.6 million years ago, Old Rock begins a journey in a glacier. 16,000 years ago, the glacier retreats and leaves Old Rock perched on a ledge. 11,000 years ago, a mastodon stops to rest. And today, present day, Old Rock, Tall Pine, Spotted Beetle, and Hummingbird sit in a very nice spot on the edge of a clearing in the middle of a forest. And they are not bored at all. And that's the end of Old Rock is Not Boring. Okay, my friends, well, now that we've read our first story, you know what time it is. It's time to stand up because we're gonna sing Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. So let's get those hands clapping. We'll sing it 3 times fast. Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. Now we climb. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. Okay, get down way low. We're gonna blast off from 3 this time. We'll start from 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Okay, here we go again. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll get there very soon. Now we climb. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll get there very soon. From 5 this time. Get down way low. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Okay, can we go super duper fast? I think we can. So let's save up some energy with a big deep breath in. Here we go. One more. Okay. On the count of 3. Super duper fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll get there very soon. If you want to take a trip, crackle the rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll get there very soon. Okay, let's get down way low. From 10 this time. We can do it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Oh, that was excellent, my little astronauts. Well, let's see if we can all have a seat. Here we go. Everybody have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. Everybody have a seat on the rug. Everybody have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. Everybody have a seat on the rug. Not on the ceiling, not on a bug. Everybody have a seat on the rug. Not on the ceiling, not on a bug. Everybody have a seat on the rug. Are you all sitting? Are you all ready for our next story? Are you? Well, let's see. Our next story is Carl and the Meaning of Life by Deborah Friedman, and I would like to thank Viking Press for their permission to read it to you today. Here we go. Carl was not a bird. Carl was not a bear or a beaver. Carl was an earthworm. No. He lived underground, moving, always moving, burrowing, tunneling, digesting dead leaves, feasting and casting, turning hard dirt into fluffy soil until one day... Why? Asked a field mouse, gathering seeds. Why do you do that? Why? Carl did not know why. But he needed to find out. So Carl stopped making fluffy soil. I'll be right back, he told the field mouse, and off he went. He spotted a rabbit. Maybe she knew. Why do I do what I do? Carl asked her. Oh, goodness, dear, she said. I do not know. I do what I do for my babies. But Carl did not have any babies. A fox appeared. Carl turned to the fox. Why do I do what I do? Asked Carl. Who do I do it for? For whom? Replied the fox. Alas, my meal awaits. I am here for the hunt. But Carl did not want to hunt. Why are you talking to a fox? Cried a squirrel. And Carl was startled. Because the field mouse is waiting and wants to know what I am here for. The squirrel declared, I'm here to plant trees. Trees are where I sleep. But Carl could not sleep, not high in a tree, not without an answer for the mouse. He pushed on. What? And on. Hours turned into days until the soil was no longer fluffy. The ground around Carl turned barren and dry. Who? Well, he continued to search. Why? Sigh. But the birds had flown off to find grasses and fluff, and the bear trundled away to look for berries, and soon there was no one left to talk to. What about me? Called Carl. The clouds were silent, and so was the air. I will never find out, he sniffed. Then Carl heard his sniffle echo, followed by a squeak. I can't find any grubs, a voice called. It was the saddest ground beetle he had ever seen. Carl peeked under a stone. No grubs. He poked the dirt, but it was hard like rock. Where was his fluffy soil? Suddenly, Carl knew what he needed to do. I'll be back, he promised. For hours into days, weeks into months, Carl munched, digested, left castings, and tunneled, and turned that hard dirt back into rich soil. You made my seeds grow, said the mouse. Clover blossomed once again, and Rabbit came back with her kits, and the squirrel returned to plant new trees, and the fox was lured by the hunt, and all of them were able to do what they do. How? Well, why not ask Carl? And that's the end of Carl and the Meaning of Life. Well, my friends, I hope that maybe now you can look at a worm and a rock from a slightly different perspective. They're actually quite interesting when you really think about what they're doing. Now, every story time has an ending, and this one ends with a song. So let's all sign goodbye, friends, on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye. See, even Miss Bridget mixes it up sometimes. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. It's okay to make mistakes. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. All right, my friends, I will see you all next week. Make sure you check out the story walks when they're happening. I will be very excited to see what you think about them. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.